Hello, my name is Shireen Roshanravan, and I teach in the American Ethnic Studies Department in the College of Arts and Sciences at Kansas State University. One of the things I love most about teaching in American Ethnic Studies is the fact that it is a field of knowing and learning that is born from community-based struggles in the civil rights movement and Black Power movements of the 1960s. As a result, everything that we learn, we read in the class is born from histories of struggle. And so we center the perspectives of those historically underrepresented in other traditional classroom materials. In particular, we center the perspectives of the colonized and racially marginalized, and we challenge Eurocentrism and imperialism. What does that mean in terms of how I teach? Well, no matter who's in my classroom, I encourage them to understand that the perspectives we're learning about and the histories we're learning about are directly related to who you are, no matter what your background. And this is because ethnic studies teaches us that our histories are related to each other. I also encourage students, because they will be encountering unfamiliar perspectives, to welcome uncertainty and embrace disagreement and look for complexity rather than trying to reduce what they're experiencing to something they already know. I encourage them to embrace differences as an avenue for learning something new and different about ourselves and each other. And finally, I encourage students to take accountability for the kind of classroom space we all want to inhabit and the kinds of conversations that we want to have together in a respectful and engaging manner. And lastly, because ethnic studies is born from community struggle to make society a better place, I always encourage students to think practically, to take what we learn inside the classroom and see how it can apply to what they can do in society to better it for everyone. The kinds of assignments that I might use in my classroom include consciousness raising group meetings outside of class, where we take seriously how we're feeling in the class with the readings and discussions and how those emotions are avenues for knowing something different about who we are in relation to each other. I also use a lot of popular education techniques where we might think about what songs or musics provide a soundtrack or mixtape for our journey of learning in the class. And finally, I also use other tools like theater of the oppressed, where we might enact a situation that is oppressive to some people and then reenact it for how we might intervene in that oppression so that we practice the ways that we can actually change our own reality. And finally, the thing I love most about teaching ethnic studies at K-State is that I get to think with students about the kind of world we would like to see in 50 years from now or even 100 years from now, and how it is that we can build it together. My name is Shireen Roshanravan, and I teach at K-State.